the largest, the biggest, the largest. Hey.
I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill. And the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce.
The challenge for them on this short trip is to dial in their focus. They want to get that first win, get the confidence going. They feel a strong start is so important.
I got him.
Now here's Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Fox. Here's Harper. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. On the wing, Tatum. The three is up. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. Pass to Wembanyama. The 17-footer. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Here are the Celtics with the ball. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
It's White with a drive. There's the three. A nice shot by Walsh.
Well, terrific kick-out pass by Derek White. His decision-making always on point.
Wembanyama screen to the paint. The basket's good off the assist from Fox.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Here's Brown, and the jam by Brown.
How about a little bit of daylight is all Jaylen Brown needs, up off his feet in a hurry.
Fox outside. Pass to Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Polanyi.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest. Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
Fox for three. It's rebounded by Polanyi.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
Outside White. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Here's Tatum. The layup off target. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Wemby came up, and coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
You know, I don't care how close you are to the cup. If Wemby is lurking, you got to do something else.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. Here's White. Going inside. Off with the layup. Spurs trail by 6. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Here's Polynice. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first. To the middle. Hauled in by Brown.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
On the wing, Tatum. Clock at 6. Pass to Polynice. Vassell comes with a double. Tatum from long range.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away.
Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
San Antonio ball.
Spurs trail by 6. 30 seconds left in the first quarter here. Pass to Vassell. Outside Wembanyama. Kicks it out to Barnes. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer off the mark. Brown drives in. Here's Walsh. Three-pointer. Here's Polynice. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Polynice has got 6.
We see it over and over again. More teams sending activity to the offensive window, and it pays dividends.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Celtics. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
And welcome to Center Court.
Offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim.
Now here's Pritchard. They lead by 8, biggest lead of the game.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Here's Wembanyama. Shoots a fadeaway. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
To the right side. Here's Springer. No good from outside.
Well, you can see they are willing to absorb some of these open shots from this guy because obviously another miss here.
Now here's Walker. He's scoreless. Fade away. The big man, Wemby for 2.
And once he gets deep enough positioning, there's not much you can do to stop Wemby.
And for all the optimism, Grant, the Spurs having to navigate some tough seas with health challenges.
Yeah, the legendary Greg Popovich moving to a front office role. Then Wemby suffering a blood clot too. Some trying times, but this team's foundation of togetherness has helped. Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Back to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama reaches up and throws it down.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Cabo set the one shot. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Shireman. Pass to Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3.
It really gets left behind on D. Johnson's so quick to match up.
To the inside. Wembanyama. Queta pulls it in.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Outside Wembanyama. Inside from 7 feet. Another miss by Wembanyama.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
A minute 58 left in the first half. And Pritchard, here we go. Out to the right wing. To the inside. Here's Queta. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said JV always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Brian, back to you.
A dangerous duo. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
And part of what makes Wembanyama so dangerous, a big guy who can push the pace.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's White. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Tatum looking it over. Pass to Holmes. The kick out to White. Stolen by Parker. Now here's Wembanyama. Defended by Holmes. Outside Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 from Barnes. Boston pulls it in.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Stolen by Vassell. And here's the fast break. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Spurs.
San Antonio ball.
On offense, here is San Antonio. They're on a 13-4 run. It's Parker on the attack. Back to Barnes. Here's Wembanyama. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Celtics out in front, up by 2. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up, and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. 2-point game. And following this one, they'll take on the Timberwolves in Minnesota. It's the second game of 3 on the road. Wembanyama, no good. Left side, Brown. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Outside Tatum. JT for 3.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
White looking it over. Pass to Polynice. And an intentional foul right there.
De'Aaron Fox. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside White. And here's Tatum. 5 on the clock. The 3.
Boy, if he ever finds his footing, they'll be in even better shape. Right now, his teammates carrying him.
Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Barnes. To the middle. It's picked off. Kick out to Brown. This one for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Struggling to get into their groove here. Just 1 for 4.
For the tie. Barnes, and that's good. Barnes has got 6 points.
Yeah, with that deep stroke, I like Barnes' ability to switch between the 3 and 4 spots. 2 distinct things in terms of spacing on the floor and the requirements of the job. That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Pass to Walsh. Here's Polynice. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. 10 points for him.
Yeah, fundamental basketball here. Passes on time and on target.
Fox deciding where to go with it. Pass to Harper. Back to Fox. San Antonio needs to get off a shot. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. The Spurs making a switch here. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And there's a minute 45 left in the third quarter. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Shireman. Driving to the basket. Here's Kata. And that one is stuffed right through.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, so. Now here's Parker. No points so far.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 1:13 left in the third. 6 to shoot. Pass to Cephalosha. Here's Harper, defended by Hauser. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Boston leading by 4. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Here's Springer. And a missed layup. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
And Hauser, here we go. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, this guy's so crafty. Once he catches the defender a little bit out of position, it's a very good bet he's going to get some free throws.
Now here's Wembanyama. He's got 19. Walker in the post. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Walker's got his first 2 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Spurs foul.
Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
4th team foul.
And he drops the first.
At the line for 2.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Harper. And that's not going to go. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Boston out in front, leading by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back.
29.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. From our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Wembanyama. Tatum pulls it in. Celtics lead by 4. JT to the hole. Slams it in.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
2 open that time. Made it look easy. Wembanyama's got 22.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And then Tatum slams it in.
Just tremendous understanding and fundamental basketball by Jason Tatum in pick-and-roll action. Beautiful.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Pass to Tatum. Lets it go from deep. And Tatum cashes in from the corner.
Oh, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
Now Wembanyama. Back to Barnes. San Antonio moving the ball around. Now Wembanyama. 5 to shoot. From about 16. Oh, he can't hit it.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Left side Tatum. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
Headed to the floor right now, it's Celtics Entertainment.
Brown with it. 4 on the clock. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's the pass to Brown. And there's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, Brown just throws it down.
Boy, what terrific body control. Jaylen Brown, so athletic, loves to compete. Love it.
Free throw good. Brown. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Barnes outside. Here's Wembanyama. 1:51 left to play in the fourth quarter. There's the steal. Brown with it. He's picked up by Vassell. Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Now Wembanyama. Poke loose. Oh, the stuff!
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Here's the pass to Brown. Just 5 on the clock. For 3. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Celtics.
And at first glance, it appeared to be an easy win for them. However, they had to weather some storms along the way, Grant.
Yeah, in terms of competitiveness, it was a lot closer than the final score indicates.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
Wembanyama rips down the board.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Here's Springer. Boston with the W. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that about wraps it up.
Let's stop pretend. The one body waste, man.